You know, that special kind of hot-faced panic when you're at the grocery store and you have to play a game of which of these things do I actually need to survive? I've been there, pretending to be intensely interested in a text message while the cashier gives me the pity stare, all because I knew my card was about to get rejected with extreme prejudice. That feeling wasn't just about being broke, it felt like a brand seared onto my forehead. It was the first thing I thought about when I woke up and the monster under my bed at night. I honestly believed I was just screwed. The endless cycle of chasing invoices, the cold sweat every time the phone rang, that was my life. But here's what I had to learn the hard way. Broke is a temporary condition, not a personality trait. It's a chapter, not the whole damn book. And today, I'm going to walk you through the exact no BS steps I took, from budget hacks that actually work to community programs people are too proud to talk about, to claw my way out. So if you're done feeling like a financial doormat, listen up and get ready to implement these genius hacks. Hack number 1, massive mindset shift. Before you even think about opening a budget app, we need to perform some emergency surgery on what's happening between your ears. For the longest time, my brain was stuck in what experts call a scarcity mindset. I just called it broke brain. It's the default setting that tells you there's never enough. Not enough money, not enough jobs, not enough anything. It turns coworkers into competitors and makes you guard a half-eaten sandwich like it's a gold bar. It's a lens of not enough, and it makes the entire world look bleak. The first, most brutal step is to consciously flip that switch to abundance. No, this isn't some woo-woo garbage where you pretend you're a millionaire. It's about forcing yourself to see the opportunities you actually have. It's a shift from I have nothing to there's enough out there and I'm going to get my piece. For me, this meant starting a gratitude list, which sounds lame, I know. But every morning, before the dread could kick in, I'd write down 3 things I was grateful for: a roof over my head, coffee, a friend who didn't screen my calls. This tiny, annoying habit retrains your brain to scan for the good stuff instead of constantly focusing on the bad. I also had to change how I talk to myself. I banned the phrase, "I can't afford that." It's weak. Instead, I started saying, "That's not a priority right now." The first one says you're helpless. The second one says you're in charge. This isn't just semantics. It's about taking the steering wheel back. You decide what matters. You have to believe deep in your bones that your situation can change, because if you don't, you'll never do the hard work it takes to change it. This is the foundation. Don't skip it. Hack number 2, face the numbers like a boss. Okay, now that we've started fixing our brains, it's time to face the beast. The number 1 cause of financial anxiety is willful ignorance. You can't win a fight you don't understand. So the next step is to track everything. Yes, it's terrifying, but I promise you, the monster you imagine is way scarier than the actual numbers on the page. For 1 month, your only job is to become a forensic accountant for your own life. Track every single dollar in and every single dollar out. You can use an app like YNAB or Rocket Money. They'll do the heavy lifting. But honestly, a cheap notebook and a pen works just fine. The tool doesn't matter, the habit does. Write it all down. Rent, utilities, groceries, that stupidly expensive coffee you bought because you were sad, the 5 streaming subscriptions you forgot you were paying for, everything. At the end of the month, you'll have a brutally honest picture of where your money is really going. This isn't for judgment, it's for intelligence. For the first time, you'll be making decisions based on facts, not feelings. For me, this was the moment I felt a flicker of control. I found out I was hemorrhaging nearly $100 a month on subscriptions I wasn't even using. That was $100 I could get back immediately. These little changes snowball faster than you think. They are the small hinges that swing giant doors. So, what's one invisible expense you found and killed? Drop it in the comments. Your idea might be the wake-up call someone else needs. Let's trade some ammo. Hack number 3. Split your money efficiently. Once you know where your money is going, you can start telling it where to go with the authority it deserves. This is where we get into the practical, nitty-gritty tricks that actually move the needle. First, give every dollar a job. A dead simple way to start is the 70/20/10 rule. 70% of your income goes to living expenses and fun stuff, 20% goes to savings, and 10% goes to murdering your debt. Now, if your life costs more than 70% of your income right now, don't freak out. This is a goal, not a stick to beat yourself with. The point is to be intentional. Next, go scorched earth on your invisible spending. Those subscriptions I found? Canceled without a second thought. Immediately. Go through your bank statements like a hawk and ask of every recurring charge, do I use this? Does it bring me joy? If the answer is no, it dies instantly. The biggest money pit for most people is food. This was a goldmine for me. I started meal planning every weekend like it was my job. I made a list, I stuck to the list, and I never, ever went to the grocery store hungry. That's a rookie mistake. I made friends with beans, lentils, and eggs, and I learned to treat leftovers like a delicious victory from the day before. This one change saved me hundreds of dollars a month. No joke. Hack number 4, use goals as a means for saving. Well, let's be real. Saving money when you're on a low income feels like trying to fill a swimming pool with a spoon. You skip coffee, cut Netflix, wear the same jeans for 3 years. And for what? An extra $20.00 that vanishes the second your car breathes wrong? That's why saving without a goal is torture. You need a reason that makes the grind worth it. This is where powerful emotional goals come in, not vague nonsense like, I want to save more. No, you need goals with teeth. Goals that punch you in the gut when you're tempted to blow your paycheck on fast food and dopamine. Saving $1,000 0 cents for an emergency fund? That's survival. Saving for your kid's future? That's legacy. Saving to escape your soul-sucking job that makes you want to throw a toaster at your boss? Now that's freaking motivation. When every dollar has a mission, your budget becomes a weapon, not a prison. You stop thinking in terms of sacrifice and start thinking in terms of strategy. Suddenly, skipping takeout isn't missing out. It's buying your freedom one meal at a time. Hack number 5. Rule the 24-hour rule. You would be shocked to know that broke people don't have spending problems. They have impulse problems. That just one little treat mindset is why your wallet stays emptier than your fridge. Enter the 24-hour rule. The brutal but beautiful hack that makes emotional spending tap out and says hello to real money. Here's how it works. Every time you want to buy something non-essential, yes, that includes the $60 0 cents hoodie you need to feel confident, you wait 24 hours before buying it. That's it. Simple, ruthless, life-changing. Why? Because 99% of the time, you don't actually want it. You just wanted the dopamine hit. After a day, the shine wears off and logic steps in. You realize that a random gadget or trendy shoe won't fix your life, but it will wreck your budget. This rule is especially powerful when you're living on a low income. You don't have the luxury of treating yourself into financial ruin. Every dollar you don't waste is a dollar that can go toward food, savings, debt, or a life that doesn't suck. So the next time your fingers hover over that buy now button, slam the brakes. Wait. Walk away, think. You'll be shocked how many needs were just broke thoughts in disguise. The 24-hour rule doesn't just save money, it builds discipline. And in the war against poverty, discipline is your deadliest weapon. Hack number 6. Use the envelope system. Let's not sugarcoat it. If your bank account keeps gaslighting you with sufficient funds, it's time to get medieval with your money. Enter the envelope system, a brutally simple, old-school hack that forces your budget to behave, even if you don't want to. Here's how it works. Take your monthly income and break it down into spending categories: groceries, rent, transport, eating out, emergency stash, and so on. Then, assign each category its own actual physical envelope filled with the exact cash you're allowed to spend on it. That's right, cold, hard cash that makes you want to jump off a building before you can start saving. No swiping, no sneaky Apple Pay, just you, your envelope, and the consequences of your decisions. When the envelope is empty, guess what? You're done spending. No just this once, no I'll move it from savings and replace it later. That money is gone, and now you're learning financial discipline the hard way, like an adult. Why is this so powerful for low-income warriors? Because it makes your money real. Digital dollars don't hurt when they disappear, but pulling the last $10 0 cents out of your eating out envelope, that stings. And that sting teaches you to think twice, plan smarter, and stretch every dollar like it's your last. Is it old-fashioned? Yes. Is it effective? Absolutely. Is it uncomfortable at first? like wearing wet jeans just because you know today was laundry day. But give it a month. Watch how your spending tightens up. Watch how your anxiety drops and your control grows. The envelope system works because it forces you to live within your means. No fluff, no faking, no overdraft fees. So which of these hacks will you implement first? Comment below and do let us know if you found this information helpful. Watch more game-changing videos on becoming a billionaire and hit subscribe to fuel your journey with elite-level strategies to attract unstoppable wealth. Like and share this content with your friends and family.